Put them up. All right, moving on. Texas.
go.
Might go make 2 more plays here on Texas. Here we go. The Hypnotoad folks. The Hypnotoad folks are going to be honest in the comments. I do like the Hypnotoad. Have you seen that? Sonny
Yeah.
Dykes has been wearing that Hypnotoad. It's got the red eyes, blood spurting out of the eyes.
Is
I
that
like the
what that
Hypnotoad.
is?
Yeah, it's neat.
You
Go
like
check.
that? That
Yeah,
didn't
it's
seem like that'd
kind
be
of
your
cool.
style.
I just like different. I like different alternate logos when teams throw different stuff in. I like that. Good work.
Fair enough, but they get too crazy for me sometimes with them things.
I like it. Well, you're
I'm
a Penn
still.
State guy. You haven't changed uniforms in 193 years.
Have you paid
Of
attention to what
course you
I
don't
do
like
on the
that. No.
social media and every day of my life? You don't think I like style and new things and I change 6 times a day for all the shows I'm on. Please.
I don't know. Penn State guy. All right, move on. Pac-12. Washington at Oregon. Washington, Oregon. Do you just automatically
Over.
take the over?
Over. Discussion over. What are you taking? Over.
And we
What
go
is
to the
it?
next
Doesn't
segment.
matter.
On to the next segment. It's a big number, 69.5. Number 3 scoring offense versus number 13. Michael Penix has been great for Washington. Their offense is working. Bo Nix is legitimately in the Heisman discussion here if Oregon keeps
8-1.
rolling. And they're at home.
8-1.
Yeah, and they're at home.
And
Over.
headed toward a Pac-12 championship appearance and being discussed in the playoff discussion as a team who needs to quote unquote play their way in because they lost 48-3 to Georgia in game 1. Well, Georgia's the best team. Georgia's minus money to win the national championship, by the way, right now in November.
Hold on. You can't get in the playoff if you got beat 49-3. You were non-competitive. I know it was game 1. You're not in the playoff.
The hell are
Get
you
out of here
talking
with that.
about? You
What are
East
you
Coast
talking
bias
about?
people. I'm on the West Coast. Oregon's a good football team. And if
49-3.
it was the first game.
Okay. First games don't count? The 12th game counts more than the first game? What are you talking about?
But the first game, you can be a completely different team. Those things are hard. The first game out, and they played the number 1 team in the country.
Doesn't change the
If they
results.
lost
You lost.
49-3.
You lost 49-3. You were non-competitive.
So you
Get out
can't
of
be
here.
in a national championship.
Get out of here.
One mistake. That's it. You're out.
Yeah. No, that's college football.
win
One
the rest
mistake,
of the
you're out.
games.
That's college football. You make one mistake, you're out. Yeah.
A one-loss team is getting in this thing, and not everybody's going to be
49-3.
undefeated that gets in.
49-3.
They're not one of the best one-loss teams in the country.
I don't know. Not even competitive. They'll chuck one up before them. They still got Utah. They still got to go to Oregon State.
Yeah, they got a couple games that could trip them up.
Potential Pac-12 championship.
This is not going to be one of them, though.
All right, we're not talking about Oregon college football playoff. There's 4 weeks left. You don't talk playoffs now. There's plenty. There's all kinds of yaks coming in here. Just give me this one. Are you really playing over? You got to get to 70 here. You want it?
Well, I certainly don't want under. Okay, we've talked about it. This came close to being the highest total of the week, and when we realized when the highest total of the week was, it was like, wow, that's even that much higher. Pac-12 games have been going over consistently. First thought with this, it was funny when I looked at the matchup. I said 75. Just that's the speed limit out in the desert on the remote roads. Maybe you got some 75s down in West Virginia.
No, too curvy. We can't get that. Too curvy. We can't get to 70.
There's
Top
no
70. Too
Okay.
curvy.
Here there's 75s. I mean, I've seen them. I can't believe it. People driving 95 anyway because they can't help themselves. But this is it. I think this is an easy over. This is one of those ones where in the book, you're like, all right, how high do we put it? And do we want to take under money? And usually you're like, no, let's take over bets. Let's see. So you start it right what they did. I mean, one book opened at 69.5 and immediately moved to 71 and then to 72.5. And it's at 73 in 2 spots.
Ooh.
I don't know how much higher it's going to go, B-How, but I think over's the play, is the best play. Would you lay it or take it sidewise?
I think I'd lay it. I mean, it's Oregon at home, and you're right. I mean, they really have turned it around. These scores are just silly. The points they're producing since that Georgia game when they only put up 3. 70, 41, 44, 45, 49, 45, 42, 49. They're putting
Every
points on the
game is
board.
over
At
40.
home. Yeah, at home. Bo Nix
So-
at home. I think I'd lay it before I'd take it.
Oregon team total might be a play here. They're 8-1, 7-2 against the numbers, so they've been covering. So if you don't want to go Oregon team total, just lay the minus 13.5. Washington 7-2, but 4-5 against the number. Maybe they'll be able to trade scores for a while, but Oregon's playing for. I mean, they're playing for the playoff now. There's no taking the foot off the gas. There's no, oh, we'll just save it for next week. They're playing to score. Bo Nix is playing to win the Heisman. I love everything about them. It's Oregon. It's Oregon. I may have to
Good
break out the
team.
old Oregon stuff.
Good team total here for Oregon, 43.5. That's a pretty good number here.
Woo!
And Washington's been a great story,
Good.
but yeah,
Woo!
I do like Oregon here. I think you're right on that.
That
All
might
right.
be the highest team total of the week.
Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, click on another video right here on the screen. And if you really liked it, consider subscribing below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.